If you fully expect the worst that can ever happen in your life, fear won't be an obstacle in starting up. Hi, this is Jayant Apte, and today we are going to talk about genius business model of Cred and the story of Mr. Kunal Shah. So Kunal Shah, the extremely respected guy in the startup world. So how does it all started? Let's find out. Kunal Shah, being from a Gujarati family, was very much oriented towards business, and he was financially independent at the age of 16. So he sold mehendi cones, DVDs, and also gave tuitions to the younger kids in their society and locality. Also, he worked in a cyber cafe and made some money. From his childhood, he was not very much interested in education, and that's when he left his MBA at an early age and went on to do a job for a data entry. And you might have seen several interviews of Kunal Shah speaking about the worst Indian education system and criticizing it, and also giving the solutions how we can improve it. And also he has a beautiful saying that when Indian people will start worshipping entrepreneurs rather than these Bollywood actors, India will be the #1 country in whole world. After doing a job of data entry, he managed some funds to start his new businesses by hiring 4 to 5 people, and they all failed. But how can you calculate a failure in terms of experience and learning? Fast forward to the year 2010 when he had failed in multiple startups, and in 2010 apps like Paytm, MobiKwik were making loud noises in the market. He decided to become a part of this race by launching startup called as Freecharge, by partnering with his friend Sandeep Tandon, who was also co-founder of startup. And we all know how successful Freecharge was. It got multiple fundings from various other angel investors, and in the year 2015 Kunal Shah sold Freecharge to Snapdeal at a deal of $400 million and started working on his next unicorn startup called Cred. It took him 3 years from 2015 to 2018 to launch Cred, and he has stressed this a lot in his various interviews that people start a startup and then find ways to make it successful, but before that you have to do a proper homework and study the market. But before that, if you have clicked on this video, I believe that you already know about Cred, but still if you don't know, Cred is a simple credit card management and a payment app, and you might have seen various ads about Cred in this year's or last year's IPL. It's a unicorn startup from India with a valuation of more than $2 billion within just 2 years, which makes it the youngest startup to make this mark. When Cred was started in the year 2018, it got a funding of more than $30 million from Sequoia Capital, and Sequoia Capital is one of the largest angel investors all over the globe. And in 2019, it got a funding of more than $120 million, and in 2020, it got a funding of more than $60 million. Speaking about Cred, it's useful for credit card owners who have to pay their credit card bills, and this app will help you to manage your credit card bills, pay them on time, and safeguard yourself from hidden charges, late fees, and also the extra charges which bank imposes you. Also in this app you get various vouchers and cashbacks on your payments, and suppose if you do a payment of 100 rupees, you also get 100 Cred points which you can withdraw from Cred Store. And Cred Store has some various famous products such as it has Myntra, Amazon and Flipkart listed, so you can use these Cred points to make some purchases and get discounts while shopping on various sites on the internet. India has around 52 million credit card users, and from that 6 million are using the Cred app to make payments. When Kunal Shah was asked idea behind starting up with Cred, he has said that Cred was built to reward people who are making payments and paying their credit card bills regularly. So speaking of rewards, here comes the exciting part of the video, the reward system on these apps. So these reward systems are very much profitable, and on this app such as Cred or Google Pay, you might have seen rewards coming on the products or services which might not be useful to you, but you don't mind spending your money on these products. Let us take an example of McDonald's. Suppose you get a reward of 100 rupees off on McDonald's in the Cred app. You are more likely to visit the McDonald's store because you have got 100 rupees off. So the probability of you visiting the store increases when you get a coupon or a cashback of 100 rupees, right? One thing which is common in all of these offers and reward is that you have to minimum spend some amount to get that reward or that offer. Let's take example of McDonald's. We have to make a payment of rupees 500 to get that discount of 100 rupees on McDonald's. Now from that 200 rupees profit which they have made from your purchase, they are giving you back 100 rupees. But at the end, they are making 100 rupees profit from a customer who had no intentions to visit McDonald's store on that day, and the customer has only visited the store because he was getting 100 rupees off. Now you might think how Cred is making profit in this whole process. We will come to that in a minute, but before, let us talk about the genius marketing strategy which Cred is using. If you have watched any of the advertisements of Cred, you might have seen that they are partnering with old actors which will not cost them much for their advertisements. They are more likely to take Madhuri Dixit rather than modern and trendy actors like Kartik Aaryan, Varun Dhawan or Sara Ali Khan, and there is a specific business idea behind it. In India, around most of the credit card users are in the age gap of 40 to 50, and these people are more likely to relate with Madhuri Dixit rather than relating with Varun Dhawan or Sara Ali Khan, right? You might have also seen the new advertisements of Cred where Rahul Dravid is really getting angry. It's a perfect example of guerrilla marketing, instantly grabbing attention of people by showing them something which they are not expecting. I mean, who would expect Rahul Dravid, who is a very cool and calm person, to act this weird in these advertisements, right? Now coming to the sustainability and the profitability of this business, Cred, which is valued at around $2.2 billion, reported a loss of 360 crores in the year 2020 with an operational revenue of only 56 lakhs. Also, Kunal Shah has spent 727 rupees to earn 1 rupee from the Cred. Now you might think that why is Cred a unicorn business model? Why they are getting so much visibility and attention from people? Why Cred is valued at $2.2 billion and why it is getting so much funding? And that's where the Cred genius business model is hidden. Cred business model works on the principle of habituation, the same idea which Jio used in the 2016. Before Jio entered the market, we were not using that much internet, but after Jio came, they made us habituated to use this much internet, and the same is the case with Cred. Cred is making us habituated to a new normal of getting cashbacks and vouchers on making payments on their app. And after 2-3 years, people will be more likely to use Cred for paying their credit card bills rather than using any other platform, because now they are using their platform for 2 years, they are getting discounts, they are so much habituated to Cred that after 2-3 years, if Cred stopped giving vouchers and cashback, they will still use the Cred app to make their payments. Now Cred has not reached that level, and that's why you might have seen headlines such as Cred is making huge losses. Now coming to the profitability of this business, Cred charges commission to the services which are available for discounts on their platform. Also, Cred owns the data of millions of credit card users which they can study and build a new product. Also, Cred can use this data to show us relevant products in their Cred store which we are more likely to buy. Also in the future, Cred might also launch the feature to submit their income tax directly through the Cred app, and with this data of so much people who are using their credit card, Cred can launch their own credit card, and Cred can also turn their businesses into a bank. Also, nowadays they are partnering with so many banks to give a facility of loans on their app. So now you can also get a loan on Cred app, and that winds up the whole case study of Cred. And if you ask me why Cred is so much successful, let me tell you, there are only two things for any business to become successful. The first thing is, are you helping people to make more money? And second thing is, are you helping people to save their money or save their time? And if you have studied the case study of Cred deeply, you might have seen that these both things Cred is doing. They are helping people to save their money and their time. Also, they are helping people to make more money. Also, while researching on this topic of Cred business model, I found so many interesting interviews of Kunal sir. I will link them below in the description with some useful articles. So you can go through the description if you want to read more on the Cred business model, or you want to watch interviews of Kunal sir. And in that interviews, Kunal sir said something which I would like to share it with you. If you're starting a new business, there are only two things to consider while making your product. First thing is, what do people want, and second thing is, will they pay money for using that service? So that winds up the whole case study and this video. I know it was a very long video, but I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it while making this video and editing out. and also scripting. It was a very difficult video to make, trust me. Also, if you have liked this video, please hit that like button. Please share it with your friends and family members who are interested in startup and to know various case studies. And lastly, please subscribe to my channel for interesting business analytical videos and case studies. This is Jain signing off. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Peace.